last class, I have discussed the chapter The Living World. In this chapter, I have discussed the two important concepts like biodiversity. Biodiversity is nothing but species richness. Species richness is called biodiversity. Or one more definition for biodiversity is variety and variability. Variety and variability in living organisms is also called biodiversity. So another important concept I have discussed in the last class is binomial nomenclature. What is binomial nomenclature and who proposed the binomial nomenclature? See, binomial nomenclature is the process of scientific naming of living organisms. Binomial nomenclature is nothing but scientific naming of living organisms by two names. Binomial, by means two, nomenclature, naming. The organism, each organism should be named by two names. This is called binomial nomenclature. The scientific method of naming of living organisms by two names is called binomial nomenclature. This was very first proposed by Carolus Linnaeus. We know that already. Carolus Linnaeus, father of taxonomy. Carolus Linnaeus was father of taxonomy. Very first he introduced the binomial nomenclature. And I will discuss rules of binomial nomenclature. Rules of binomial nomenclature also. So then, these are the important concepts I have discussed the last class. So binomial nomenclature, the organism is named by two names. For example, so Coccus nucifera. Coccus nucifera. So Coccus is genus name. Two names. First name is genus, and second name is species name. Species epithet or species name. So binomial nomenclature. Each organism is named by two names. First name is genus name. And the second name, nucifera, is the species. Clear? This is called binomial nomenclature. Two names, Coccus, nucifera. Coccus is a genus name and nucifera is a species name. Clear? So this method of naming was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. See next, the genus name always written in the capital letter. And species name should be written in the small letter. These are the rules of binomial nomenclature. So genus name should be always written in capital letter and species name should be written in a small letter. So and one more rule of binomial nomenclature is the scientific name always should be in italics. Binomial nomenclature. Or scientific names are always should be italics. Written in italics. Otherwise underline separately. Otherwise underline separately. Generally the scientific names should be Latin. Scientific name should be generally Latin, or else English term should be Latinized. nomenclature helps us to know the information about organisms. It helps us to binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature helps us to knowing, or binomial nomenclature gives information about particular organism. It gives some information about a particular organism. These are the rules of the binomial nomenclature. Clear? Next, uses of binomial nomenclature. Uses of binomial nomenclature. So, binomial nomenclature avoids the confusion arise from vernacular names. We know that the millions of plants and animals are present in the nature or environment. These animals and plants are named by local languages or local names. It leads to probably a confusion. So many animals and plants, millions of plants exist in the environment. Some plants and animals in different regions of world or within a country or within a state, they are called by local names or local languages. So it leads to a confusion. That's why binomial nomenclature avoids the confusion arise from vernacular names, because scientific name means each organism is named all over the world same. Same name will be given. Same name will be given the particular organism throughout the world. That's why binomial nomenclature avoids the confusion. Then second one is the universal accepted. Binomial nomenclature is universal identification. Binomial nomenclature adds the universal identification of living organisms. And then already I will explain the binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature so help us to know information regarding to a particular organism. These are the three important uses of binomial nomenclature. Next, classification. Next one, classification. What is classification? Classification is one of the important criteria. Classification is one of the important criteria to identify and understanding a particular organism. Classification is one of the important criteria. It is used to classification helps to identification and understanding. Identification and understanding the particular organisms. Clear? Classification is important criteria which help us to identification and understanding of particular organisms. What is classification? Definition. What is classification? Classification is the process. Classification is the process in which organism can be grouped. Classification is the process in which organisms can be grouped. Organism can be grouped. Organism can be grouped. Classification is the process in which organism can be grouped into convenient categories. Convenient categories based on observable, easily observable characters. Easily observable characters is called classification. is called classification. Clear? Classification is a process in which organism can be grouped into convenient categories based on easily observable characters. See, organisms are grouped into different categories. These categories are made by easily observable characters of an organism. You can observe the characters of the organism. Based on these characters, the organism can be grouped into different categories. Here, very important, characters important. For classification, characters are very important. Characters of an organism. Is considered during classification. Based on these characters, organisms are grouped into different categories. Clear? Characters of an organism are very important to classify